From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This is Derrick Henry, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Jackson now. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On play action, it's Mahomes. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Mahomes Mahomes gives to Hunt. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mahomes now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. He'll buy some time right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll work down inside the 45. Now a 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Now it's Jackson, rolling to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again is Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Deontay Johnson from 6 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And now it's blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up, but I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 36. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise I knew was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, they certainly not shied away from throwing the football. They leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
They'll try it with Steele. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So it's Travis Kelce. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 48 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Running left, it's Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 10. Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Right side. There's Likely with it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. This is 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Now Mahomes. They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Mahomes to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team right.
No doubt about it.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. And let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Taken down at the 30.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 30 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's 1st down. Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. A little short one there, caught by Likely. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jackson out to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from Buffalo. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. He's got room to run right at the start. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. In motion, Shakir. On first and 10, it's Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. From the gun, it's Allen. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll come up now for second down and 4. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's first and goal. Now Jackson. Off he goes. He is in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Out of the end zone, it's Ty Johnson. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's to the left side, taken in by Coleman. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Ravens out front. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
He's got his man. That's Coleman. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. A fair catch called for and taken in, although we do have a flag down, so we're going to have to sort this one out. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And 3rd down coming up. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They go play action now. Here's Allen. He'll take off again.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Bills 1st down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. On the move, past the 40. That is 14 for the 2nd time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to tuck it and go. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Jackson now. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Raven 1st down.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jackson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That's Greg Russo in there for the sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Play action now. Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are...
A 1st down throw for Jackson. End in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the...
Here comes the blitz as he looks. And the rush. And he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that's 3 forthcoming. Man in motion, heading left. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Once again, it's Cook and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing is Allen. This is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will have great field position.
Yeah. See if I can hear myself. I think my mic is off. Joe. Okay. Yeah. Killing these boys out here, boy. They need first aid, my baby. Let me fix this. Let me fix the stream. Dang, is my computer working hard like that? Let me see something.